What is up, guys? TopTierYugioh here, and in this video I just want to have a little discussion with you guys about what decks I'm excited to play this format, and I want to know what decks you guys are playing too. And so be sure to let me know in the comment section what decks you guys are playing and what decks you're excited to play in this upcoming format, because we just got grand creators, we just got a ban list, and now we're getting a new set too. Like, super exciting times in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I just want to share with you guys what I'm having fun with. Number one, and well, this isn't any particular order, the first deck I'm going to be talking about is Burning Abyss. Like, I really miss summoning Beatrice. I really miss being able to summon it and do Burning Abyss things. Like, not summon it in Virtual World or use it to, like, dump stupid cards like Scythe and then revive it. You know, actually playing a Burning Abyss deck. And then getting Snow back too makes it so much more fun, because you can mill a bunch of cards with Dante, dump Snow, and have Snow live for the entire game. So I really do like Burning Abyss right now. And it's also a really interesting adventure token deck too, because you don't necessarily need your normal summon. The only real normal summon in the deck is maybe Tour Guide, but you're never normal summoning Tour Guide. Like, maybe you normal summon a Rhino Warrior or a Sierograph, but you're not using their activated on-field effects. And so I actually like the adventure token Burning Abyss deck a lot. I think it's pretty cool. It's also a deck that can abuse Zeus, and so you have access to the adventure tokens, Zeus, Beatrice, Snow. You've got so many cool cards. Definitely excited to be playing that deck. So that's something that I've been, you know, messing around with a little bit. The next deck that I want to try is Sword Soul Virtual World. And so, like, you've got Lulu. Lulu's great, but really the cool thing about this deck is Gigi and Kieran. Those are both worms, and so they have really cool synergy with like Mo Yi, Taya, Long Young, and then Emergence. Emergence is really cool because it can search either your Gigi or your Lily, or it can also get you to your Sword Soul stuff, or your Sword Soul stuff can get you to a Shinshin with just a normal summon, and then you can special summon any of your Virtual World monsters from there. So if, let's say, you opened up like Emergence plus Lulu, you could Emergence for Taya. Taya summon itself, use the effect, banish Emergence. Emergence effect, Synchro for 9, Synchro for Shinshin, and then summon your Lulu by dumping the continuous spell. And then, I hate pronouncing them. I feel like I'm going to pronounce them so badly, but you can get your plays going like that. And so there's so many really cool, intricate plays that you can do with this deck that I think it's a ton of fun. I've really been enjoying it, and I'm excited to test it even further. And, you know, in that same vein, I really also like the Adventure Token Virtual World deck too. That deck's also pretty cool. That's something else that I will be testing for sure. And so I really like what Virtual World's doing right now. And Sword Soul. A lot of cool Sword Soul stuff too with the Halki Fibrax combos. That's pretty cool. Another deck that was affected by the ban list, Salamon Great. Really excited to try that right now, because I think it's one of the few decks that can make consistent rank 4s. And I think if you can make a board of like Dweller, Roar, that's pretty good with a Phantom Knight everywhere in like a Phantom Knight format. Dweller, Roar is not bad. I kind of like that. And so this is a deck that I'll also be testing a little bit. I think getting Circle back to 2 is a huge increase in consistency. It's not that it was inconsistent before, but it was the fact that it was just inconsistent enough on top of the difficulties it had playing within the format that made it tough to play. Also, on top of that, you need to be playing it near perfectly in order to have any kind of success. Like, you can't play this deck and misplay. But I do think that this is a deck that could take advantage of the current format. Not to mention, Nib is also not going to be as common because of how bad it is against the adventure tokens, against Sword Soul decks, against Virtual World. I think we're not going to be seeing Nib as much, and Nib was also another thing that really hurt Salads. And so I think with Nib gone, in a format that loses to Dweller, I think Salamon Great could be a pretty cool sleeper deck right now. So that's definitely something to test out. Let's see, next we've got some dragons. We got the Strudo back, and I don't know yet what combos that will enable, but I just know it's going to do something. I know this is going to enable some ridiculous plays, but also with Protos being banned, it opens up the floodgates for us to play dragons again. And same thing with Burning Abyss. I should have mentioned it before. With Protos being banned, dark decks are playable. Let's go! So super excited to be playing dragons again. It's a deck I've always enjoyed. It's a deck that's always been pretty fun too, like just a fun wombo combo deck. So pretty excited to see what the format has for that. And then as for more control-y decks that I want to play, definitely the Dogmatika deck that I recently profiled on the channel. With the next set, we're getting a new Dogmatika ritual spell as well as a new ritual monster. I don't think either of them are as good as White Knight, but they are interesting additions to the deck that just make the Dogmatika engine, especially the ritual package, a lot more dynamic. And I think with a more dynamic deck, it really allows for the deck to do a little bit more different plays, and that can make the deck better. But we'll see. I still have to test it a little bit more, but I'm excited to try it out, you know? Excited to try it out, and if it's bad, you know, at least it'll be fun. So, really excited for the Dogmatika ritual cards. Let's see. There's Striker. I never had a chance to play Striker last format. Just didn't have time. I was just focused on other decks, but I do want to try it out. I do like, you know, the DPE Striker deck. It's fun. So that'll be something I'll maybe be testing on the channel. We'll see. Depends on if people are interested in it, but definitely something I'll be testing. I'm building Strikers in Master Duel, well, on top of like Zodiac Tri Brigade, but we'll see. But Strikers are definitely a fun deck. One of the more quirky decks I want to try out is Subtembers. This deck has always had a special place in my heart, but not just regular Subtembers. I want to try them with the Adventure package because they don't necessarily need their normal summon very much. The only thing that's kind of tricky is it's not that they don't need their normal summon, but you can't use the effect of like non-special summon monsters. But with Archer, you can actually special summon Guru and then use the effect. So that's a way to kind of get around that. But otherwise, I think it's pretty cool that you could set up a Griffin and then be able to resolve like your cities and everything else pretty seamlessly. And so I do like that. It's something I've been having a little bit of fun with. So we'll see where that goes, but it's definitely been interesting. And then the final deck that I just want to mention is, well, the best deck of the format probably, and that is the Phantom Knight deck. The Phantom Knight Adventure Token deck with Scythe Locks and all of that is pretty insane. Like this deck can easily set up a Scythe that can resolve multiple times, so you can play through like a droplet. So it can summon Scythe in like the draw phase, and if you have the droplets, you negate it. But then they just destroy Scythe, summon it back again, and then use the effect again. Like Scythe is not once per turn, and so you can resolve it multiple times, or you can resolve like a Scythe Lancia or double Lancia even. Like this deck is just absolutely stupid. Like you have that, you have DPE, you've got Fog Blades, you've got Axis Code Talker. Like this deck has so many cards that are just insane power levels. It's hard to not chalk this up as the best deck of the format. It's also extremely consistent. And then you have the Adventure Token as well, so you can't really disrupt them. You can't break their boards very easily. Like you cannot interact with this deck. It's non-interactive. And as unfun and degenerate as it is good. And that's the sad way it kind of goes. But I am excited to play this deck a little bit more. Excited to at least have fun kind of figuring out the format. I know it's not fun to play against. It's not fun being Artifact Scythe. But it is fun from a format-wide standpoint, in my opinion, to just kind of figure out ways to beat the format, ways to play around the format, and giving you opportunities to play other decks like Salamon Great, which I do think would be an interesting matchup. Or a deck like Eldritch, which laughs at your Scythe Lock. So I think it's kind of a cool format we've got going right now. Oh, the Dogmatika deck also laughs at Scythe Lock. Nice extra deck lock, buddy. I'm not summoning from the extra deck anyways. But yeah, this format's looking to be extremely fun. Again, the only thing I think they should change is probably banning Scythe. They've done a good job, I think, getting rid of a lot of the non-interactive cards. Like getting rid of Protoss was big, getting rid of Imperial Order was big, and we're at a place in Yu-Gi-Oh where you can just play. You can just play your decks, and well, barring Scythe Lock, you can just play your decks, and that's so fun to me, just being able to play Yu-Gi-Oh. And so I'm very excited for it. Oh, another deck I'm going to be playing is, of course, Tri Brigade. But yeah, again, I'm just excited to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I hope you guys are too. Let me know what decks you're excited to play, what excites you about the format, if you're looking forward to this next set, What cards in that next set are you trying to play? Are you gonna play what are they? The Dino Ruphilias? Whatever those are called, those dinosaurs. Are you gonna be playing the new Blue Eyes card or some of the new Dark Magician cards? Or maybe you're just excited for a more generic card like Sales Band coming out. But regardless, let me know what you guys are interested in. Let me know what you guys are having fun with right now. I'd really love to hear it. And I'm glad we're all just having fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh, man. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.